Hello and welcome to the Carthago showroom in Aulendorf in southern Germany. This is a Carthago Chic C Line integrated 5.3 QBSL. So we can see it's got a queen bed in the back, Chic C Line, attractive motorhome, and it's going to come at quite a cost. And this is just the base price, €108,500. That's the base price, which no one pays because it doesn't include the delivery and the paperwork. So it's possibly going to be a lot more. Empty weight 3,200 on a vehicle 779 centimeters long. That is pretty impressive. 227 in width and 289 in height. So if you put in a 4.5 ton basis, you're going to end up with a stack of payload, and that will be quite useful for carrying 170 litres of fresh water. And if you're the sort of person who likes to carry your dirty water around with you as well, then the tank will hold 140 litres of it, and so there'll be quite a lot in there for you. This gives a overview, and at the back we have got this enormous queen bed, and on either side we have got wardrobes, which I shall now demonstrate to you. There's a wardrobe, and at the back we've got a bit of storage up here as well. Right, so the bed can be raised at one part and not at the other. It's got little cubby holes at either side, and the cubby hole on the other side has got a USB. Another thing this has, it comes with a television, which is up there. And if you want to watch the television up there, that's great. Alternatively, you can move this door here along like that. Sorry, released it at the top. I don't know if you saw that. If you didn't, then I'll do it again one day. And the whole thing just moves across like that. Moves across like that. And now you've got a wall up there with the television in front. And if you want to keep this open, you can do so. But if you're not claustrophobic, you might even want to close this one. This will close like this. You can see you've got these rails, what do you call them? Not rails, whatever they're called, guidelines up there. And now you've got this rather large wall blocking you off from the rest of the vehicle. And okay, we can sort of leave that there. And now I'm going to go out and into the washroom. Now, I suppose you have to be reasonably athletic to get in. It's not exactly low, but anyway. This, I suppose, is a changing area here, because there you've got dressing area, I should say. There you've got a shower. Next to the shower, down here, we have a toilet. There's the toilet. The door of which can be closed like that, and if you want to close that as well, you can close this as well. Look, let's go close everything. And behind that we have got this, which is a wardrobe. So didn't close that all the way now, push it all the way at the back. Now if I put this here, what do you think? Is that okay? It's not too bad, I suppose. There's a reasonable amount of room. There's other Carthago vans which have, or motorhomes, luxury yachts, whatever, luxury land yachts, which have more space in the washroom. But anyway, I think that this thing here is over-engineered, and I put up a video. I haven't published it yet. I did a video a couple of days saying that this was introduced in 2019, and I hadn't heard any complaints. Well, since then I have. So anyway, so this thing here locks up there somehow, and that You can also lock it here as well, only the thing's gone behind, so I won't be doing that right now. And I'll come out into the front, and there we've got the other bed. Now, to get the bed to work, you've got to put the seats down, and I can only put the seats down if I've got two hands free, and as I'm here by myself, I can't do that. I did have a go doing it yesterday, holding the camera and trying to knock the seat down, but I couldn't. But anyway, the bed comes down like this, so you're not going to see the full bed, you're just going to see a little bit of it. But this will come down like this, I think. And that's unlocked it. And there you see, the whole thing does drop down. This won't drop down now, because not only are the seats still up, but the television's in the way. But anyway, here, if you want to have a quick look, that's what the bed looks like inside. So, rule 1, put the television down. I can put the television down with one hand, but I can't put the seats down. So, that's it. You see how the bed sort of might come down. I can feel it. That's locked. Yeah. And that's gone back into position. Oh yeah, I do notice this little bit of storage here, which I've... There you go. And you can put your hand up like that as well. I suspect, however, that here, let's have a look, that perhaps should not have touched the telly. Oh no, I see what's happened here. Yeah, this part here has touched the television. It's supposed to, I think, though, come down without touching it. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, it doesn't. So, the bed will come down as far as here. So, that's what that stop is there for. And that would give you a rather large front bed as well. Okay. Fan and a wonderful large skylight. Kitchen, 3 burners. Here's a sink. There's a coffee machine which now comes with it. Well, it's an option. There's how many glasses do you think are in there? Well, you're wrong. There's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a mirror. And you see the coffee machine then goes up behind there. There's the space for the coffee machine. Anyway, well, the coffee's all right from them things, but you cannot compare it to a cafetiere. Here, I think that's a timer. Anyway, I'm surprised they're still putting them things in. They used to put them in the past. That's the first time I've seen a new van for ages, something like that. Storage down here. This part of the storage I think is quite impressive, because I like these things coming out like that, and there's 2 bins, easy to get hold of. And these things is also, there you go, this comes out and this comes out, and there we go. Behind me, oh, there's the lights as well. Let's see what that does. Just turned it off, turn it back on. What's that do? No idea. No idea what that does. And these 2 here are the kitchen ones. Yep. Fridge, freezer, oven, pull-out pantry. Very useful feature, I think. And bit of storage there above. So it's in the 8-meter class, I suppose, or should we say it's 7.5 meter class, so 7.9 centimeters. Gives a very vague idea. I think the empty weight though is really impressive, and the storage is also impressive, because I haven't shown you the most impressive part of the storage yet, which is on the underfloor, and this is where the Carthago vans really do excel. For the underfloor storage, 2 companies, Carthago and Heimer, they do this best, and that is very, very good. Huge amounts of storage can be placed under the van. So this one here, incidentally, I'll just demonstrate it, because the technical infrastructure goes in. In this case, you've got the water bottles, the grey water, and the white, the fresh water, and of course under the double bed, the queen bed, we've got storage, proper drawers at that as well, and this opens here, so you've got quite a lot. I noticed there's something there, but there's an advertisement there for the battery system. It comes with two 80 amp gel batteries. You could get lithium instead. The lithium, if you're going to do any off-road, it's absolutely essential. On the subject of batteries, it's LED lighting throughout. I mean, but that's all motorhomes these days, I think. And also got at the front there is the headlamps, or all the lamps, the LEDs as well, which is apparently better than halogen. This one here, Fiat automatic gearbox. We've got these big lamps, not lamps, what do you call them? Mirrors. And down there is the reversing camera as well. And now this is the 7th generation Fiat. Now the 8th generation Fiat for 2022 will have a even larger screen. It's got updated navigation and all the rest. Got quite an interesting packet, and it could be that the reversing camera will then be placed on the large screen up front. That is possible. Right, good. So 2 televisions. Could end up with 2 reversing screens. Place for your shoes. And under here as well, you actually can get storage as well. Under the I'll show you that from outside. So let's have a walk around. Garage take 350 kilos. There is a seat which is used for turning seat positions around. So those seats on face to face can be made to go front facing, and that's what that thing there does. Down here we've got, I'll be delicate with this, not that it's going to break, it's just it's difficult to put a belt on hand. That is a space in the garage for your bicycles. As far as I'm aware, Carthago is currently the only company that does this. I think that is really quite impressive. Now, whilst I'm here, I want to show you one with the German layout as well. This 853 centimeters long, so it's much longer, 227 to 294.5 centimeters in height. Empty weight 3,720. But if it's on a 5.5 ton basis, then it gives a lot of payload. Not going that one because there's somebody in. We'll go on to the next one. Oh, this is a queen bed, and shall I take you? I'll take you to this one here instead. I'll show you the queen bed in a different version. So this is 791 centimeters long, 227 wide, 305 in height. There's your price, 171,000. So if it starts off at 135, goes up to 170, and it gives an idea of what the extras actually do. Mind you, this thing here does contain a tank for 235 litres of fresh water and 185 of dirty water. And it has this really nice queen bed at the back, so a different style at the back to what the other one was. And so it's got the same television on the door, sliding door system here, and that closes in that manner. And in this case though, the shower becomes part of the way around the vehicle. The bed, sorry, not around the vehicle, around the bed. And that comes out. Steps up to the bed are similar. We've got heating here, Alde heating, and nice little feature, can't cost too much. As you open the door, the wardrobe part slides out. That's much easier, I think, to use. Now, despite this one being longer, and much more expensive. It doesn't have the wardrobe in it, other than the wardrobes on each side of the bed. But I mean, it's going up, it's a bit higher, so it gives more space. And indeed, this front, I think, without the bed, I mean, it could come with the bed as well, but the bed would cost extra. I think it's the bed that costs extra, not the not the extra storage. But you get so much more space with the storage. Anyway, have a look around here. Table. One thing I can't see the point of though is something like this. What does that do? If there's space to be used, then use it for storage, not for funny things like this, which are effectively decorative, because you can't use it. There's next to no ledge in it whatsoever. Now another feature is the door, which has reinforced hinges. It's self-closing. Mind you, it takes a bit of self-opening now. If I put it here, let's see if it self-closes. No, it's in that case it's self-opening anyway. The door can be opened by an RFID. It's got a leaving and coming back home welcoming, so that's to say that the light comes on or stays on. Central locking, not only with the driver's door but also with the vehicle flaps, and yeah, so quite good door. Let's see if I can get out. There we go. It's self-opening now. There's clearly a trick to it to get it to self-close, which I haven't learned yet. So there's also a choice of tag axle or single axle. Right, so now I'm going to go into the German layout one, which has a base price of 124,000. Remember what the word base price means. 853 centimeters long, so it's considerably longer than the first queen bed, but we saw 3,720 empty weight, which even on a 5-ton basis gives you well over a ton of payload. Same bed up there. Yeah, bring the bed down a little bit. Unlocked. That's now resting on the chair, you see, so you can't leave the chair in that position. Your chairs have to come down, and that's what it looks like inside. And there's a skylight above. Let's see, it comes down with just one hand. Tuck this in, make it look nicer. And it locks easily. Right, so things like oven are always, it's an option, so you can ask for an oven to be put into something that isn't already there. If you buy a used van, you can put, nearly always you can put an oven in. Obviously, in a case like this one here, you're going to have to find all this space to do it with somewhere. This is a oven which is somewhat larger than most ovens, but I think that even in a camper van, if you really insist, you could possibly find that much space for it, in my opinion. And below the oven, we've got storage, and here we've got the bins. And what this can offer though is, okay, German layout here at the back with the stairs which come out. This is the best solution in any vehicle manufacturer that I know of. And there's a cushion which is in there, which will go there. There we are, see, like that pillow will go here, and to make a nice big bed. And got a huge amount of storage in there. In fact, you can have more if you took that floor out as well. lets this down over. This is rather daft. Here, what's this meant to be for? And in the corners as well. Don't like that at all. Right, now having demonstrated that, let's show you this bit here. We can open this up to create, there we go, washroom. And if I come out here, we can create an even bigger washroom. There you are, wonderful changing room now. Now the other one, it looked a bit on the enclosed, bit narrow. We've got stacks of space now in here. We've got behind me here, there is the, sorry, there is the enormous wardrobe. And here we've got the toilet, although it could benefit from a sink, and Alder heating in there, 2 windows, window above me. Now this, I think this is particularly elegant. It looks really good. And is it necessary in a van? I mean, is it putting, it depends what people want, but it's possible to be created even within a vehicle this narrow, which is I think very attractive feature. So I'll put this one here back. See how easy it goes back easily. Push this back first. Oh, see, there's got a chip in it though. Uh-oh. And push this one. This will not all over that to here. Oh, it's a pity, that little chip. Anyway, open the door. Right, now to get a chic C line, though, we don't have to spend all this much money. There are cheaper options, although what we could do, see, they've got some, these ones, the E line S Plus, which is extremely attractive, but this is really going up in the luxury stakes. And I want to take you inside this one here. This is an integrated 50E and chic E line I50 LEDA, so 8 meters in length, 805, 150,000 almost. In listen here, there you go, 180,000 almost. By the time you've got everything inside. The this has a 235 litres of fresh water and 185 of dirty water. This is incredibly attractive, I think. And see what this is on. There you go. It's on the Mercedes. There's a choice of Mercedes, Fiat or Iveco. And looking back at the vehicle here. Now this one is actually a bit shorter than one of the ones we just saw as well. Storage once more under the bed. The bed in this one here is actually higher. 2 steps of the same, but the amount of space, the jump up is greater. However, there's one thing I don't like steps and vans. But nice, a very elegant vehicle. But for those who want a bit more on the elegance front, we have this one here with a huge double floor, and there you go, 220,625, 860 centimeters long, 227 wide, 329 height, empty weight 4,290, giving, well, you put it on a 6.7 ton basis. Well, that's a huge amount of payload it can offer you. This one also has this lovely changing room in it with the same features, including the pull-out television. So Chic S Plus. S Plus is the same as the E line, it's just on a different vehicle base. Decor. This one here is the flagship, now introduced, I think it was 2017, 2018, no 2018 it was. In January 2018 this thing came out, and then it brought out an even longer one, which is this one here. The most interesting van here, the elite, I think it's what it's now considered to be its flagship motorhome, the Linea for 2. I've done this in far more detail, so you can see it in another video, but I really like this one. So, and this is amazing, absolutely wonderful vehicle. So I've shown you the Chic C Line with a queen bed, and I'll show you now. Went up market, and now we'll have a quick look at, I hate not to use the word down market, I don't like to use the word cheaper, but we have here this Chic C Line Superior, now with a queen bed, integrated 5.0 QB at a cost of well, it's a base price here, 107,400, 748 long, 227 by 289, empty weight 3,150, and this is 170 litres of fresh water, 140 dirty water tank. Now for me, I much prefer the storage all the way around. But with a van, if the weight isn't a problem, as it certainly isn't here, then the front bed up front doesn't make so much difference. Does make a difference if you're banging your head, but that's the only problem. With some with some vans which offer like 300 kilos of payload and they've got a bed up front, it doesn't make any sense to my way of thinking. Anyway, this isn't one of those vans. So this is a German layout, Chic C Line. And now the price, normally there isn't such a huge amount of difference here. So look, 107,000 effectively. Empty weight 3,150, 739, 227 by 289. Except for the ones I mentioned on the Iveco and Mercedes basis, they're all on a Fiat Ducato. Some have manual, some have automatic. That is a choice when you buy the van. There is obviously about 4,000 euros extra for the automatic, and some of them have engine upgrades to from 130 to 170 horsepower, and you're looking there getting on for 4,000 as well, upgrade. Good, so I've shown you that in. Fortunately I can't show you a width-wise bed, my favourite layout, and there's a good reason for that. There isn't one here. So good, so this is the one I started off with, the queen bed version, integrated 5.3 SL, and I hope you found that of interest, and if you did, thanks for staying with me for 32 minutes.